The Keon Sports MAC coverage is brought to you by these great sponsors. Wholeness and Wellness. Wholeness and Wellness Therapeutic Massage located in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio that specializes in deep tissue massage, certified in sport massage, stretch therapy, lymphatic drainage, reflexology, and body contouring. Treat yourself and book an appointment today at wholetherapeutic.com. Real Smoked Barbecue. Real Smoked Barbecue is the former Ohio City Barbecue with the same location, same owner, and the same great menu. Real Smoked Barbecue has a variety of dining options, from dining in, takeout, and catering for any and all events. Get sandwiches, barbecue ribs, platters, and sides when you visit Real Smoked Barbecue at 3829 Lorraine Ave in Cleveland, Ohio. Follow them on all social media platforms at Real Smoked Barbecue. Gable Search Group. Founded in 2002, they help companies find candidates for most of their open positions nationwide. Gable Search Group is a professional placement firm located in Willoughby and only 20 minutes from the heart of Cleveland, Ohio. They specialize in the areas of accounting, finance, legal, sales, marketing, information technology, engineering, and a host of other personnel. Their company can place an individual on a permanent or temporary basis nationwide. You can find out more about them today by visiting www.gablesearchgroup.com or calling 440-951-9990. Start your career today with Gable Search Group. Yeah. All right. Welcome to the second episode and week 2 of the MACtion. I'm Dominic Clary. I'm joined by Ryan Struhar. This is our 800th attempt at doing this. Nothing has worked. No matter what system we use to record audio, it just does not seem to work in our favor. So we hope that this is the attempt that will allow us to post and put it on our program and put it through Podbean and everything else. So I'm going to go over the scores real quick as we wait for Ryan to join us real quick. And for the MACtion, on Thursday, the 1st, we saw Northern Illinois beat Eastern Illinois 34-27. Central Michigan Central Michigan fell to Oklahoma State 54-44. Ball State lost to Tennessee 59-10. Akron over St. Francis in overtime in dramatic fashion. They won due to a pick 30-23. Toledo over Long Island. Daquan Finn, 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air, 1 on the ground, 37-0 as the Rockets took home the first home victory of the season. Eastern Michigan beats Eastern Kentucky 42-34. Western Michigan cannot beat the team on the other side of the state, Michigan State, 34-13. For Saturday, our last day of MAC football that we had last week, Buffalo lost to Maryland 31-10. Bowling Green lost to UCLA 45-17. Ohio lost to Florida Atlantic 41-38. Miami loses to Kentucky 37-13. Did I say Florida Atlantic beat Ohio?
Florida Atlantic. I think you might have said that, but Florida Atlantic did not beat Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio won 41-38. Sorry. And then Kent State
got killed.
Kent State got killed by University of Washington.
45
learn more about that. 45-20. Want to learn more about that? Ryan Struhar, the man who just joined us here, has all the info on it. Ryan, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well today, man. How about you? This is our 7th. I want to say like our 7th attempt of trying to actually do this podcast. So we are persevering, and we're going to get this in. I believe in us.
Yeah, no, we're definitely. Yeah, this is going to be a very long episode because we've gone over this 1,000 times.
Unfortunately,
and Zoom is not working for us. So we're going to try to make this quick so the audio file is not super big, but still we're going to put together quality content.
The show must go on. But yes, if you want to read my article about the Kent State Washington game, that's up now. Just to highlight some stuff real quick, I had my key players of the game, my standout stars, what I think Kent State can improve upon if they want to even have a chance to beat number 7 Oklahoma this upcoming week. So everything you want to know is all in there on our website, Keon Sports.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about power rankings real quick. We're going to do that very fast. Not going to take up too much of your time. Yeah, I have Toledo as 1, Central Michigan 2, NIU 3, Miami 4, Western Michigan 5. You have anything to say about that, Ryan?
I think the NIU being at where they are, given how they played in week one, how they kind of came out and struggled, is a valid. Toledo being one, I mean they did win, so they're all 1-0. Not many 1-0 MAC teams in the conference. So I agree with the rankings. I know last time you had said you had Kent State last. If that's I don't mean to.
No. I have them. No, I never had Kent State's actually 6.
Kent State's actually 6, and I'm pretty sure you also have your power rankings article also on our website too, don't you?
Yeah, I do need to fix it because apparently I did not finish the section of Kent State. I just said they had a long plane ride across the country.
Oh, they
I
did,
don't
and
know.
they
Yeah,
did.
I should have more there. I don't know why that's it. I know I wrote more for that, but yeah, I have Kent State. Yeah, I think they really can't go any further than Washington. But Kent State 6, Eastern Michigan 7, Ohio 8, PG 9, Akron. I have 10. Believe it or not.
Well, Akron 10, and you add they coming off a win, but an ugly win at best, against St. Francis. But yeah, that is a very valid ranking list, and I'm pretty sure next week I'm going to do a power rankings as well, so that way we can both have some power rankings, see how we compare, see how we contrast, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, no, and we're gonna cross certain things in our content every once in a while, but we do have different opinions. It's nice to have some variety here in the Mac. There's only so many like beat writers for the Mac,
They
and
need more.
they do need more. But again, when you're not a Power Five conference, it's hard to come by people that are willingly wanting to write for a conference that's not going to have a team in the national championship.
Not yet, but with the playoff expansion, you never know. You got to keep
Well,
it.
well, no, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because we've seen teams like an NIU or Western Michigan being like the top 15, right? They've had top quarterbacks compete, and we could see those teams. Now, before we get into that talk, Buffalo and Ball State and the conference at 11 and 12, just not enough to convince me they're better than Akron right now.
No.
Which again, I don't want to hurt those two teams because of a loss, but at the same time, they didn't look very good. But yeah, let's talk about that. Could you see a MAC team one day making it to the national championship after they
Well,
expand?
we were both at the MAC football preview media event, and he had said John Steinbrecher, our MAC commissioner, had said that he thought there was a chance with playoff expansion that it could be possible, but I think he said it had to be like 16 teams for the MAC to have like a realistic chance. So, and then also have to put together. He also had mentioned that previously at the MAC tournament, during his press conference where he felt like he would take back-to-back undefeated seasons for a MAC team, to give him, like overall records of like the previous two seasons, like past performance and all that stuff to get the committee to even think about a MAC school seriously. I am not banking on it anytime soon, unless we're trying to play that new NCAA Madden. I mean, the NCAA football game where you probably can make your own brackets. I'm assuming there you can probably have a MAC team in the playoff. But other than that, I don't know when, if at all, it'll happen. I would love to see it happen. I'm just not banking on it. How about you?
You need to have the perfect year, right? It's to be a MAC team
Potentially back to back perfect years is
well,
what.
here's the thing. Most MAC schools have at least 1 to 2 Power Five schools, right? Usually, you can see more, but usually not. It's usually 1 to 2. If we could see a MAC team win, beat 2 Power 5 schools, depending who they are, they would be taken seriously. But I
Yeah,
don't know if we've seen that in the past 20 years. That's the thing.
no, I'm
So
not. I don't
so
think it's
that
gonna
being
happen.
yeah, so that being said, like, well, again, that would need a team where someone missed the mark on the star recruits. There had been 2 3 star recruits that should have been 4 stars and
Yeah,
and fell to these schools. Which I don't know if that will happen. Usually the thing is usually those players are swooped in by a Pitt or by a Cincinnati, right? Teams that are usually Power Five schools on the outside in of CFP play or being considered for the tournament. So you're gonna kind of need like the perfect storm. I just don't know if it will happen. But again, if it's expanded to 12 and you have a team that's really good one year with the top quarterback in the country, I mean, we've seen a team like Miami in early 2000s, late 90s have Ben Roethlisberger,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So,
And he got picked
so
6 in the 2006 draft. So yeah, it could happen.
yeah, so you can have if you can have a top quarterback, you can have a team in the CFP. But we'll move on from that talk. Let's see how much time we have left in the Zoom. Does it say for you?
It does it say? I don't think it does say.
It should. Oh, why is it not popping up here for me?
It's not saying for me, but
Yeah, it
yeah.
just says 40 minutes. Yeah. So it's a ticking clock here. Um, but yeah, let's talk about this upcoming week. And that won't end things for us. We'll keep going until we get that 5 minute mark or 10 minute, whatever it is. All right, I'm currently on the Mac website, and it's because it's not giving me those ads.
Yeah, ESPN,
But
I don't have the same issue you did for ESPN. So I have the schedule in
I
front of
don't
me too.
know. I don't know why it does that. All right, so do we have any games tonight? No, we do not.
No, no games
Uh,
on Thursday.
okay, Saturday. Are all games on Saturday? No Sunday or Monday?
No Sunday morning because that's when the NFL starts. Well, technically the NFL is starting right now, but Mac
Yeah, we're both watching that as we do
on mute
this.
because I'm pretty sure if we did, we get copyrighted, wouldn't we?
100%. Yeah,
Let's just
100%.
let's just do commentary for the game.
Yeah, hey. There are people that do that on TikTok, by the way. I don't know
I
if you've
know
seen
there.
that.
I just people on Instagram live too. So yeah,
Yeah. So um we'll so I'm gonna do this in a particular order. You'll pick up why I'll do this. So yeah, so the 1 o'clock game will be in Central Michigan will take on South Alabama. Does not say their record. Some of these schools does not say the record for the non-conference games. Our first MACtion of the year, Western Michigan, Ball State, both 0-1. This is in Ball State, so in Indiana. Nice little car ride there for Western Michigan. You have a prediction for that one since it's MAC play? I feel like we have to give a prediction for it.
I honestly think this is going to be. I seriously think, and I think Western Michigan's going to go in there, and I think they're going to beat Ball State. I do not have much high hopes for Ball State. I'm pretty sure my MAC power rankings to start the season, I had them ranked very, very low, if not last in the MAC West. I am not expecting much from them this season, and I think they're going to have a very disappointing start to the home stretch of the season, losing to Western Michigan. I don't like I said before, I don't really have high hopes for Ball State. I mean, they got crushed in week one. I mean, they're
Yeah.
facing off against
I
Tennessee.
mean, they played Tennessee, but yeah,
But
you have a point.
I just don't think they're very talented yet. I think, I don't really know what direction the program is really trying to head in. I think they're kind of comparable, the Mac West version of Akron, I think.
I
But
don't
yeah.
know. I feel like they're more well, I feel like Akron's on a good track though,
But
right?
before this season started, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah. Yeah.
I don't really know what
So
direction they're heading in. I kind of struggle to
yeah.
see like what is the path of this program.
So John Paddock was their starter, right? He has the not a lot of experience. All this whole group, freshmen and sophomores, I believe they have juniors that haven't really played. And Marcus Steele is their guy in the backfield. He's projected to be 1,000-yard rusher. Other than that, I mean, this team only has 5 returning starters on defense. Um, the defensive line is pretty good, but it only does so much. So this is a team that really is going to struggle. They have some strong players, but every team in the MAC does. Western Michigan has one of the best defenses in the MAC. Last year, I'm pretty sure they had one of the best defenses in the country. So
Yeah.
this is a Western Michigan team. By the way, was tied for fourth. They were tied for fourth or third, but they were like one win from like being tied for first, which is the
Yeah.
crazy part. So I say third or fourth because Central Michigan and NIU tied. So technically there's no second. They're both tied for first, but
Yeah. I mean,
maybe one
yeah.
day. I'm doing kind of like how golf is that if there's like 5 people tied for first, the person below them is in sixth place. That
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about. And then I have a Bowling Green. You know, let's just predict all these. Central Michigan, South Alabama was the first one we said.
Central Michigan.
Central Michigan, Bowling Green, Eastern Kentucky. I
I think Bowling Green's gonna win this game.
yeah,
I think they're
I
gonna
have to disagree.
because I mean they had a very strong start against UCLA. I mean, unfortunately they didn't have a strong finish, but they had a very strong start. I think that could carry over into not an easy win, but I'm going to want to say basically an easy-ish win, I think, against Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be easy because Eastern Michigan, which is a solid team, probably equal to Bowling Green, had a good win, but it was close. Then we have in Buffalo at 6 o'clock. We have geez. What is happening to my screen? Oh, there we go. We have Buffalo facing Holy Cross. Uh, Buffalo better win this game, right? It's an
Buffalo,
FCS opponent.
I think, well, I mean, SCS schools against the MAC so far this of the year have had some luck. I do think Buffalo should win this game. I don't think Buffalo's gonna be any good this year. I also have them kind of low in the MAC East. They have some injuries, and they're not the Buffalo program they used to be. I mean, they used to be a really great program in the MAC for like a really long time
And
there.
they'll get back to that.
They
I
will
do
get back
believe
to that.
that.
I just don't think it's gonna be this year, but I do think they're gonna win this game in spite of what I just said.
It's
That
because
I
they
don't.
changed their logo.
Yeah,
It used to be the
absolutely.
UB and now it's the Bull, which is a cool logo.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Buffalo's gonna win this game. I don't. It should be fairly easy. But hey, an SCS school against a MAC school, it could be close. You never know.
Yeah. No, I agree. But Buffalo has to win. You have Alja Henderson as your tailback. You need to feed him the rock, let him go. There shouldn't be any program in FCS that should be able to stop Henderson this year. Miami takes on Robert Morris at home. This is an FCS opponent. Miami should win this.
Miami should win
Robert
this. Yes.
Morris, I saw them at homecoming last year, barely beat a Division two team.
Oh,
If Robert Morris is and I have a buddy that goes there, right? The old Bobby Moe. They are bad. They're one of the worst FCS teams in the entire country.
yeah.
Miami needs to blow them out and show them that they really are the best team in the East because
I
I think there's a lot of questions.
I mean, I had that. Well, I mean, not questions for me. I think they're great. I think they're the best team in the MAC East, and I think they're going to win them. I think they're.
No,
You don't think they're going to win the MAC championship this year?
no, I think you're good. I know. I think the West is so much better. We could see like an ACC coastal thing where like the teams are all pretty equal and they beat the crap out of each other, and then it doesn't matter what happens in the MAC championship game. They just get killed.
Yeah, but I mean, this should be an easy win for Miami of Ohio. I have them as the best team in the MAC East. This is a game that they should win fairly easily. I think this is going to be a really big blowout, not like the Akron St. Francis game. I think this is going to be a blowout.
That game could have been a blowout, but just didn't turn out that way. Eastern Michigan, Louisiana, Lafayette. I'm guessing it just says Louisiana, but I'm guessing it's Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. I think Eastern Michigan's gonna lose this one. If it is the Raging Cajuns, I wish it would tell me, but it doesn't.
Doesn't tell me on my
Um,
side either.
yeah, so I'll say if it's the Raging Cajuns, if it is true to be the Raging Cajuns, then Raging Cajuns will win. But if it's just a random Louisiana school, then Eastern Michigan. I think you
Um,
agree with me there.
I think it is the Raging
Yeah,
Cajuns.
then
I
Raging
zoomed in on the
Cajuns will
logo.
win
Yeah,
this.
I think Louisiana's gonna win this game.
Yeah,
Win this
and
game as
then we'll
well.
go into Kent State versus Oklahoma. Kent State's gonna win. I think we can agree on that,
Oh
right?
yeah, Kent State's absolutely gonna win this game
Yeah.
against Oklahoma.
So we both have Oklahoma. Kent State's gonna start off in the D pool at 0-2.
Which sucks, but
It
it's
does suck, but it doesn't matter in the MAC. They should do good in conference play, but we'll see.
well. And also,
NIU.
if you're looking for more in depth opinion, in depth read on that game, my article will be up as soon as the game's over on Saturday.
Yes, and read that. Ryan is an excellent writer. He does great work for us. So please tune in for that. We'll talk about it more next week as well. NIU faces Tulsa. This is gonna be tough. Tulsa usually puts up a tough team. I I, I want to say NIU because they're the cream of the crop of
Of the
the
MAC.
MAC. So you want to think that they can be I mean what a Sunbelt team?
Yeah,
Yeah, so they think they can beat a middle of the pack, top of the pack Sunbelt team. I think you agree there.
yeah, but I really want to say NIU, but
We can go Tulsa here.
I'm gonna go with Tulsa here. I'm gonna give the
Yeah.
edge to the home team. I don't think this is gonna be NIU's. I mean,
Oh, they're
this is
going down to Tulsa.
yeah, that's a travel, and I think NIU kind of struggled in week one. So I would expect that to semi carry over into week two. But I think when conference play begins, that's when the NIU would really take off as the one of the best teams in the MAC, and definitely the best team in the MAC East.
Yeah, and then I skipped over a game. I didn't even mean to do it on purpose, did I? Yeah, and so We have UMass against Toledo. Toledo should wipe the floor with UMass.
Yes, and that does happen. Toledo will start off 2-0. That would have to give them
Yeah,
the edge as the best team in the MAC to start their early season so far.
absolutely. But they do face Ohio State week 3, I believe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's an easy win for Toledo there.
easy. I mean, that's going to be
And
an easy
so
victory for Toledo.
and so and by the way, let me know when you get a warning for what time we're on. I keep checking.
It still
But
says 40 minutes, but I would say they
okay.
won't. I really wish this had like a ticking clock somewhere, just
It
so we
it
know.
will it will it will say something once we get towards like 10 minutes, and we should be able to be good from there. So we're gonna talk about
Did you even talk about the
Akron.
Ohio? Do you ever talk about the OU
No,
Penn State game?
no, I will. I told you I'm doing something special here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Akron versus Michigan State. This is special. One, because we cover Akron pretty heavily as well with Kent State. But this is cool because Keon Sports will be reporting live with William Schneider will be the writer for us. He does good work for us. Bill does mainly high school. After this, he's going to go back to mainly high school, but now he'll be at East Lansing where he graduated.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't know.
that's where.
I did not know he went to school there.
Yeah, no, he went there many moons ago, and you know, Will Bill met Vince. His kids, Bill's kids, go to North Olmsted, and so they just met through knowing each other in the community, and he's taking an opportunity to go to East Lansing, so that's pretty cool there for him. I'm happy he gets to do that. We talked today about how dreams come true with that stuff, and I can only imagine when he was in his early 20s how never thinking he'd ever be in the press box there in East Lansing, and now he gets to sit up in that press box. That's really cool.
That's an unbelievable. I mean, that's a great. I mean,
That's cool.
I mean, that would must be like seriously like a day of like a life, like a lifetime goal
Yeah,
there. And that's going to be a fantastic. I'm really excited for him. Unfortunately, I don't know how great the game's going to be. So for him, I will just take in the atmosphere of being in the press box, especially at East Lansing.
that's
You
gonna be
know,
cool.
the
Yeah,
game itself might not be as cool, as the experience for Bill, but that's awesome. He gets to do that. I didn't know he went to school there. That's going to be. I mean, if that was
yeah.
me,
No,
I mean, it's
I
like I would never
I
want the
think
day
that
to
helped him
end,
get credentials there. Actually,
huh?
I think that helped him get in there.
Mm.
He only has a handful of articles up. He's only been with us for a short time, but yeah, no, he got an opportunity. He's gonna go to East Lansing. I'm very happy for him. It's great for him. It's great for our MAC coverage. But after that, I don't think he'll be covering too much of. I think it's the one game he really wanted to do was to go to East Lansing. So I'm glad he gets to do that. I'm not sure if he'll do any more for us for MAC, but he'll do high school stuff as
You
well. It'll
know,
be mainly me and you after that.
we should send him. They should send him out there on October 8th. I'm just saying. I'm going to try to put that in the works now.
What's October 8th?
Ohio State versus Michigan State. I'm going to put that out there in the world now. He should go to that game if he can.
Ryan, I love you like a brother. I'm the one who has to try to get these credentials.
Oh,
They're
really?
hard, man. Yeah, they're hard. I mean, we get denied by some school. I'm not going to talk about this really any further, get in detail, but there's schools that you wouldn't think you get denied by, and schools that you don't accepted by, or that you don't think you'd get accepted by, and you do. It's credentials is really,
Well, if he could,
it's hard, man.
if
It's
he could go
hard
to
to get
that,
in some of these.
if he could go to that game as a fan, though, if that could happen too, just go to that game because it's Ohio State versus Michigan State. That's going to be a really great game. But
That'll
we're
be
not here about
fun,
that.
yeah.
We're not a
Who
Big Ten.
knows, man? Ohio State just randomly blows people out.
Yeah,
Who knows?
but we're not a
But
Big Ten show here. We're a MAC school. We're a
no,
MAC show here.
we're you know what? Speaking of the MAC, we're all about the MAC right now as the Ohio Bobcats. OU, oh yeah, heads to Penn State University. I will be there. That's one of two games that I'll be in Happy Valley for. The following week, I'm hoping to be in Western Michigan for Western Michigan Pitt, which is big for me. I grew up going to Pitt games, but we're talking about Penn State. My uncle graduated there. My aunt went there, and they actually met in Pittsburgh. But yeah, they're my aunt and uncle or the Penn State couple that was always meant to be. Their daughter went there. My older cousin, she goes to Boulder now for a master's, but
Mm.
she went to Penn State, and my mom, my dad, my other uncle, they all went to the branch campus. So does my other cousin. I mean, my girlfriend goes to the engineering school for Penn
Oh
State.
my gosh! Oh
And
yeah,
so
I remember you told me that.
my entire family has gone to Penn State except me. and
So
or a branch at least of Penn State.
because your
Some
girlfriend's
of
at
them,
is your girlfriend at a branch of Penn State or actually at
yeah,
Penn
yeah.
State?
So it's a branch. So it's Penn State. Oh gosh, Barron. It's Penn State Barron. She's gonna be mad at me. I hope she never hears this. See, yeah, Penn State Barron. They get all like the engineering funding. They have plastic engineering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she almost went to Akron, but she ended up going to Barron because of it. But no, it's really cool, and I know everyone's pretty excited because everyone's gone to games there, literally everyone, and had shared so many memories there. And now little old Dom, who's not even a Penn State fan, gets to go. Well, I'm a Mac fan now, but I didn't grow up a Penn State fan. Gets to go into Happy Valley and sit in the press box. It's a dream. It really is a dream come true. Last time I was at a game in Happy Valley. It was Penn State, so many years ago.
Wow. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I know how you feel with that stuff. Like when I was doing the Cavs games, that to me was like, oh my gosh, this is like, I'm a group of Cavs fans. This is what I live for. So I
yeah,
mean, for you to get to go to that game, like we said with the Akron Michigan State game, who knows how great the game actually will be, but just to get to go there for that experience is something that I cannot wait to read your article for and to see if you post any pictures or send me any pictures because I would like to see some pictures of how Penn State does it. Because I've only done the press box for two schools and both are MAC schools, Akron and Kent. So I don't really
yeah.
know how the Big Ten schools do it, but I'd be interested to see because I would love to go to like a Ohio State game this year for Blasco Radio if I can. But yeah, because that's something that I would really love to do one day too.
Yeah, no, and hopefully in a year or a few years, I'll be able to take like a trip somewhere else, like go down south. That'd be
Oh,
fun.
that'd be
Yeah,
unbelievable.
you know what? Maybe next year, if we're both still doing our thing here for the Mac, we should do like a weekend trip and head down and like go like I don't know go to Oklahoma for a weekend.
Yeah, I mean, well,
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I might as well contact Oklahoma now. Kent State is there this
Yeah,
weekend. I'll just see if I can go
yeah.
now.
Got 2 days to get credentials.
There we go.
Uh, like a day and a half, really. But no, I think that'd be fun going somewhere every year, far away. Penn State's a 5 hour drive from here, and it's about 3 hours from where my parents live in PA, right on
Mm.
the border. So I'll take a nice little drive. I have a bunch of friends. I have multiple friends. My entire high school basically goes there, so it's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
it's gonna be an
yeah,
unbelievable day for you. I'm really
it's
excited
it's
for you for that
it's
one.
it's like a family reunion in blue and white. But when Central Michigan plays there, I have one of my old football teammates from BW. He'll be there. He's a big Penn State fan. Shout out to Liam Levito. My girlfriend will be there. My aunt and uncle will be there. Hopefully, my cousin will be there. All my friends. I mean, there's people that will be at the Central Michigan game, but the Ohio game is just as cool because it's the first one. I got my credentials in the mail, man. I was geeking out.
Oh, that's
I'm not even gonna
awesome.
lie to you. They're sick. They say like the company's name on them and everything. It's there's like a football guy on there, and usually
Mm.
like Akron's is just like the A, which is it's still cool. Any credential's cool,
Any
but
credential school.
The Penn State one, man, that was
I have the Akron one because I went to Akron. I went to the Waggy Wheel game last year, and I like how when you get to Akron, they have like a little thing where it says Akron University welcomes so and so from so and so. Ryan Struhar from Glasgow Radio or whatever what said last year, and I saw what you sent, and I was like, that's just that was my first time actually seeing my name on there. So I was like, that's when I was
they
like,
they do a good
they
job.
they do
I'll tell
a
you what,
great job.
Akron. Shout out to Akron's communication department. So I was worried for a little bit with Akron because they didn't respond to my emails, but every time I talked to them, like, oh yeah, we already marked you down on the list. So so I called them a few days before the game. They're like, oh yeah, we were just waiting for our stuff to come in. Well, you're all good to go. We'll email you and your photographer the information. And I was there, talked to them, made sure I found everything. They had food.
Oh,
Um,
they make food, don't they? They make
oh,
food. Yeah,
well, they had pizza. I'm pretty sure they had like hot dogs. I swear someone said they had like sausages, and I must have missed that part
during
because I don't
halftime.
remember there being a sausage. Dude, they had Laffy Taffy.
Well, during halftime when I went, they had catered chicken broth.
I think they may have had that. I didn't see it though because there was a long line at halftime.
Well, see, for the wagon wheel game in November for Kent State, for some reason that game wasn't like I guess last year Akron wasn't very good, but yeah, no, there was no line for that, and literally my friends and I we went for Blasco Radio. I have a friend of mine who works for the Akron football team, so he came up and we all ate together, and it was like I was like, wow, they really treat their media really really
No,
well here.
they do really well, and of course, like week one, you're gonna have issues. We joke about it at Key on Sports because nothing ever goes right week one. Me and Cole McDaniel talk about it and we're talking about high school football. Our hotspot didn't work and my phone was dead and we couldn't find the Wi-Fi and it was a mess at Brunswick. And if you know Brunswick, you have to climb 1,000 stairs. Oh, it's so bad. And then week one this year at Strongsville, we what was it like our OBS was acting up a little bit. But it works perfectly now. We just had to figure out the right thing for us. But it's even at college, the Wi-Fi wasn't working. Some of the people that were working down below didn't know how to guide me in the right direction, or like not all the media stuff was ready. But they that's week one. They figured it out. They were they're calm, relaxed, they're kind, they're helpful. They guide they give you the best information that they have available, put you in the right direction. Shiz went in the press box, everything was good. Wi-Fi was in and out, but again, the second home game, bet everything's gonna be crisp there at Akron.
Oh,
I mean, every school in the country was struggling last week with everything.
By the time November hits, it'll be a well-oiled machine over there. You won't even, because like I said, I went there in November last year. It'll be a well-oiled machine with how they do everything. And I really want to go. I would love to see if I could go to a game to Akron this year. They unfortunately can't come. I mean, Akron comes to Kent this year, so I don't know if I have a chance to go to Akron this year. But if I can, I would take the opportunity because they treat their media really well there.
They do a great job. And hey, maybe we can give you double duty on an article.
There we go.
Or you know what? We'll just go to an Akron game together. If Kent State's on the road, yeah, we can just do that.
That sounds like a plan. I would love to do that. Yeah,
that'd be fun. Let's.
Yeah. Well, we have 10 minutes left of the Zoom meeting.
We have 10 minutes. Okay, so all right. Well, so we went over the entire plan I had for the show. So that's good. Is there a game you're really excited for this week?
For the MAC, the game that pops out to me this week, I mean, obviously not the Kent State Oklahoma game, but I'm very excited for the Western Michigan Ball State game just because that is our first MACtion of the year. That game's gonna be on ESPN Plus. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I think, at 2:00, it starts at 2:00. I'm pretty sure the Arkansas State Ohio State game will be well decided at that point. I'm probably going to watch the majority of my Saturday before the Kent State game starts, watching that one, just because it is MACtion and MACtion is back, and I'm really excited to see both those teams play. I mean, like I said, Ball State may not be that great, but it is MACtion, and MACtion usually gives us close games. So I'm really excited for this one.
Yeah, again, Ball State has players that can make big time plays. I actually have two games I really like ahead of that I'm definitely going to try watching. I'm going to be staying at University Park, or what we call it in Pennsylvania, State. We just call it State College. I never called it never heard anyone ever call the town University Park. We always call it State College. So when if I'm able to chill out when I'm at my friend's house, I'm going to try watching that 7:00 game, Northern Illinois and Tulsa. I think that's going to be a very good game. And then at 7:00 as well, it'll be taking place at Lafayette, Louisiana, Eastern Michigan, Louisiana. I think that can be a good game. Those are my two. I think again, Toledo should be a blowout. Kent State will get blown out and more. Like the Miami versus Robert Morris game. There's nothing about that game that makes me smile.
Well, the only thing that makes me smile for that one is hopefully Miami should get the win. So you think they should.
Yeah, no. So yeah, that's all we really have here today. We have about 8 minutes now. I'm assuming. But yeah, watch out for Ryan's article, as he will not be traveling to Oklahoma, sadly, but he will be writing an article on the Oklahoma-Kent State game. I'll be writing an article as Ohio takes on the Nittany Lions. And one little fun fact here for you, Ryan. Do you know why they're called the Nittany Lions?
I have no idea. I've always wondered that. Why are they called that?
So it's named after like someone important to Penn State, right? I don't know who exactly it is, which I should probably know that. So I'm doing a fun fact. But they named a mountain after him. And so the Nittany lion is a lion that's found in Mount Nittany. So they're called the Nittany Lions. Very specific, right?
Okay.
Well, here's what the more interesting part is. Branch campuses, their mascot is just the Lions. Any branch campus of Penn State is just the Penn State Lions. Penn State McKeesport Lions, Penn State Shenango Lions, Penn State Barron Lions.
So that's only for Happy Valley.
It's only for State College.
Wow.
Penn State, Maine, which is not too many people know. like Pitt does that with like the Cats or the Mountain Cats, a different mascot. But Penn State's pretty cool because you want to call the other branch campuses the Nittany Lions. They're just the Lions. The Nittany Lions are only found in one place, and that's in University Park in Pennsylvania.
I did not know that because
not too many people do, but that's pretty cool though.
I know for the Kent State branch campuses, it's all the same. They call them the Go to Flashes, but I did not know that they had different names.
I forget. And actually, the basketball teams of the branch campuses actually play Kent State for Penn State.
They have branch athletics there too.
Yeah, like Penn State Barron has one of the best D3 basketball teams in the country. But most of them aren't NCAA. Most of them don't have enough teams.
Yeah,
so they play in some separate association and they just play each other.
That sounds awesome. For Kent State,
my dad actually played basketball for Shenango.
So wait, do they have
my town?
Do they have dorms there at those schools or no? Like at
those most of them. How much time do we got left here?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, no, they do.
Well, for Kent State, none of the branch campuses for Kent State have dorms. There's a Twinsburg campus. There's one in Stark, and there's other.
There's one in Twinsburg.
Yeah, but I don't think there's no dorms there. There's no dorms there.
Huh, that's weird.
Because I remember,
even the small one, Penn State Shenango, which is found in Sharon, PA. The town, that town's the rival of my town where I grew up. That my dad played basketball there, believe it or not. They actually have dorms there.
Because I know I had a friend of mine when I was a freshman in college who went to Ohio State Mansfield. Who was there for like maybe a few weeks. It was one of those college cases where it's like, I don't know if I really want to go to college. I got in. Let's just see how it goes. And I'm not working out for him. But he was there, and they also have dorms at Ohio State Mansfield. I've always wanted to visit that campus too, just to see like what it's like at those branch campuses of the bigger schools.
Yeah. And what was nice growing up was that Penn State. Maybe I'll bring you some. They have a creamery. Penn State Creamery, and it is the best ice cream you'll ever have. And there was an ice cream place that sold the Penn State Creamery stuff in downtown Sharon, where the campus is located, one of the branch campuses, and it was so nice being able to get that. Everyone had a bunch of people had their grad parties there, so they would serve the ice cream. It was beautiful.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm gonna come back with tubs of it. And every time I visit my girlfriend, I'm like begging her, like, can we please get the Penn State ice cream that they have, because they serve it at the cafeterias and stuff. It's nice. It's really nice. But we'll get off the Penn State talk here and we'll end the show. Thank you for listening. We'll post an article on this, so make sure to read about our fine sponsors as well. That'll also be placed. You'll listen to this before the show as well about our sponsors. Try to look out for our articles. This will be posted on Spotify and wherever really